Today is the birthday of my hero, Bela Lugosi, and I thought I'd share with you why I love his Dracula so much. When I was a kid, Dracula was everywhere. There was Count Count on Sesame Street. We had Dracula Halloween decorations in our yard. I was watching the Munster reruns on TV, and the comedy Dracula Dead and Loving It was in theaters. And when I finally saw the original movie starring Bela Lugosi, I remember thinking, this is everything I already knew about the character. The look, the accent, the tone of voice, but done really well and really spooky. I don't know if I knew the word authentic yet, but I remember feeling that this was the real Dracula. I think this is what the original audiences responded to as well. Lon Chaney was called the Man of a Thousand Faces. Boris Karloff was Karloff the Uncanny. And while Bela was just as versatile as they were, his nickname was Dracula himself, Bela Lugosi, or Bela Dracula Lugosi. Even when doing something simple like carving a roast, Bela always put his personal spin on it, and he did that with Dracula. And just as much as Bram Stoker, Hamilton Dean, and John L. Balderson, he helped create the character as we know him today. He infused the role with his own heritage, his own intensity, and his own charisma, and his face became the face of Dracula. He doesn't rely on heavy makeup, or fake fangs, or special effects, or even much creative camera work. He just is. When he walks into a room, even if he doesn't have his cape on, you know and you feel that that's the Count. Dracula and Bela Lugosi became immediately intertwined. The first fact I ever learned about him was how he was born and raised in the real Transylvania area, and it blew my mind, making him even more mysterious and spooky. As I learned more about him, I came to find what a kind, caring, generous, and intelligent person that he was, not a vampire at all. But I also heard stories about once when he was on a ship and was exchanging crazy stories with Robert Ripley. And another time, after he had 17 glasses of scotch, he was able to pull a tablecloth off the table and all the dishes stayed. And finally, he was buried in his full Dracula costume. That's the charisma and intensity of Dracula. And that's the magic of his performance. Whether you're 7 or 107, whether you're a longtime fan and know everything about him, or you're just now being introduced to him, he will take that part of you where the imagination runs wild, and he'll make you forget that he's an actor, and he'll make you believe that he's really the king of the vampires. He'll make you believe that he really is Count Dracula.